Hello guys, here's everything you need to know about Shedletsky from the Roblox game Forsaken. Shedletsky is based on the retired Roblox admin on the same name who creates games like Sword Fight of the Heights and Nuke the Whales. Abilities, whilst benefiting him greatly, can also benefit his team, allowing him to heal himself and stun the killer in order to give him or his team a window to escape a chase. Shedletsky slashes forward, dealing 30 damage and stunning the killer for 3 seconds if it hits. Upon activation, Shedletsky is given resistance 2 for 0.575 seconds, alongside being slowed down by 75% for 1.575 seconds. His second move, fried chicken. Shedletsky pulls out a piece of fried chicken and takes a bite of it, immediately restoring 5 HP and 35 HP across a span of 10 seconds. Using this slows him by X% for X seconds. If Shedletsky is hit at any point, the regeneration is cancelled. Note that this depends on which way you are hit, and as such, minions cannot interrupt your healing. This ability only has 2 charges before becoming unusable. Shedletsky is known for being the wielder of the 7 SFOTH swords, being the creator of the chicken eating contest, and also being the friend of Builderman. His biggest enemy, 1x1x1x1, hates him due to 1x1x1x1 being Shedletsky's embodiment of hatred. 1x1x1x1 wants nothing but to kill Shedletsky. To this day, he is still wary of 1x1x1x1. Shedletsky is best played as a bodyguard to the other survivors, especially supports such as Elliot and Builderman. Shedletsky can also help other survivors who got hit by 1x1x1x1's entanglement by starting the killer and giving time to escape. The farmer Shedletsky skin can help a lot in this role, that the killer focuses away from the survivor, but it can block vision slightly. You can use a fake slash to scare the killer away. Be wary of the killer's tactics since it's detrimental to miss slash. Use slash in an unexpected time or behind corners. Try and save your medkits for other survivors since you can heal a good amount of with fried chicken. Otherwise, you can save it for last man standing or your fried chicken charges ran out. Your fried chicken healing can also be combined with Elliot's pizza, making it an alternative for medkits. You can use the fried chicken when you're trapped in John Doe's digital footprint. Use fried chicken if you're not being chased, but it'll make you slower. But if you get hit, the regeneration will stop. Do not use fried chicken after a slash. If you do it, you won't have any time to make a safe exit. Your healing ability cannot be interrupted by Jason's gashing wound, Cookit's corrupt nature, John Doe's corrupt energy and digital footprint, and 1x1x1x1's mass infection and entanglement. And minions such as Rejuvenate the Rotten and Pizza Delivery. Try to save slash and use it only if it's needed. Predictability is best. Use the slash to attempt to catch the killer off guard if they're moving in a straight line. Additionally, you could help out the survivor in a chase by interrupting it with a slash. However, this can be risky to pull off as some people can move erratically in chases, which can lead you to potentially missing your slash and getting punished. Slash is best used when killers are in the most vulnerable state, such as the wind-up of mass infection for 1x1x1x1 and Cookie's Pizza Delivery summon animation. When going behind corners, the player can catch the killer off guard with the slash ability. Be advised that if done multiple times, the killer might try to bait Shedletsky out instead. Unlike other sentinels, slash does not need any charges but merely just requires a cooldown. This means that unlike S1237, where the player has to block to unlock the stunning ability, or a chance where it's required to set to XP levels of weakness, Shedletsky can slip into a chase without a former preparation and stun the killer. It's recommended to use slash to protect others and help them escape a chase, but be prepared as the player might get chased himself. It is recommended to use fried chicken when the player's health is less than 60, as using it with a higher health will lose the extra HP given from the ability. If Shedletsky is against John Doe, be wary of acting his passive, Unstoppable, by using slash on the windup of John Doe's abilities, as it lowers the stun time and gives John Doe a speed boost that negates the effects of slash. Shedletsky can use slash against Jason right after he slashes while in enragement mode because most of his moves call him to go extremely slow and completely stop. You can use slash while looking away from the killer and then shift lock towards the killer just before Shedletsky swings. This can catch an inattentive killer off guard, landing the player stunned. In playing against Cool Kid, if your opponent misses a walk speed move over it and ends up near or doesn't end up hitting you, you will have enough time to go for a slash bar before Cool Kid can move again. If there is a TAF in your game and you're low on HP, you could get the killer to run his subspace trip mine and safely eat fried chicken. Do be warned that this does take up a majority of the 5 seconds to help us and you still could get hit. Losing chase to Shedletsky is detrimental as he will most likely use his fried chicken and heal the damage the killer dealt him. Knowing when to drop chase and know when not to is very important. If the player continues to chase every time the player cuts a corner, it's recommended to angle the camera to look before the player goes through it. If Shedletsky is staying at the edge of the corner, expect to get slashes, predict this and dodge it. Shedletsky can be difficult to predict as his slash move has a short wind up and can buy some time for other survivors than himself. It's usually best to target a Shedletsky that has missed as the player can get a hit or two on him. Unless it is known he's on cooldown, expect him to use his sword ability, and if he does, sprint left or right, or if the player has a moderate melee distance, they can sprint backwards. This is because moving backwards has a 30% movement reduction, typically in tag after. Preferably with the heavy hitting move. Shedletsky is pretty easy to deal with if his slash move is on cooldown, but players using it will likely not be near the killer during cooldown, so sometimes it's best to assume every Shedletsky that's near on purpose has a slash move ready. If the player is playing as 1x1 and 1x1, if they ever see Shedletsky use slash at the player and miss, they can quickly use mass infection at them and deal good amount of damage. Can also use entanglement or if playing at a quick adjacent, use walk speed over or gashing wound. I hope you like this video. Bye. Don't forget to subscribe.